Beirut. A city whose name alone conjures images of resilience, vibrancy, and a spirit that refuses to be broken. A city rebuilt from its own ashes, where every stone tells a story of survival and hope. Here, contradictions live side by side, bullet-scarred walls and gleaming glass towers, reminders of both past struggles and future dreams. The call to prayer echoes through the streets, blending with the pulsing beats of nightclubs that come alive after dark. This isn't a city for passive sightseeing. Beirut demands your attention, your curiosity, and your appetite for discovery. You have to walk its streets, breathe its air, and most importantly, eat its food to truly understand it. Here, food is more than sustenance. It's history, family, and a form of defiance against hardship. The challenge? $50 American one day, to dive into Beirut's culinary heart and see how far it can take you. Can you connect with the soul of Beirut on such a humble budget? Can you taste its essence without spending a fortune? This isn't about being cheap or cutting corners, it's about finding the real thing, bypassing tourist traps for places where locals eat, where stories are shared and memories are made. The richest experiences often come on a simple plate with a side of genuine connection and laughter. Beirut grabs you and doesn't let go, a sensory overload of cardamom coffee, grilling meat, and the city's constant, vibrant symphony. Every street corner has a story, every meal a lesson, every encounter a chance to see the city through new eyes. With $50, over 4.5 million Lebanese lira, I step into the Beirut morning, ready for whatever the day brings. The day is a blank page, an open invitation to explore, taste, and connect. This isn't just about cheap eats, it's a search for authenticity, for the flavors and faces that define this city. Can you have a profound travel experience for less than a fancy dinner back home? Can you find meaning in the everyday? This is Beirut, raw and unfiltered, where beauty and chaos intertwine. I'm ready to take a bite, to savor every moment and every flavor. The adventure begins now, one meal, one conversation, one neighborhood at a time, each step revealing something new. Let's see how far $50 can take us. Welcome to Beirut, where every dollar is a doorway to discovery. Beirut mornings start with a jolt of Turkish coffee from a street stall, thick, dark, and strong. The aroma alone is enough to pull you from your sleep, promising a day full of energy and possibility. The vendor, a fixture of the neighborhood, pours with practiced hands. He greets regulars by name, his smile as warm as the coffee he serves. This isn't a grab-and-go latte, it's a ritual. People linger, sharing a few words, letting the caffeine and conversation wake them up together. $1 spent, 49 to go. The first sip is a small investment in the day ahead. Next stop, manouche, the city's breakfast staple, and a must for anyone wanting to taste Beirut's soul. In a tiny bakery, the baker stretches dough, slathers it with za'atar and cheese, and slides it into a blazing oven. The scent of baking bread and wild thyme fills the air, drawing in hungry locals. Moments later, I'm handed a blistered, fragrant flatbread, simple perfection for $2. It's hot, aromatic, and impossible to resist. $3 spent, 47 remaining. Breakfast in Beirut is both affordable and unforgettable. I eat as I walk, blending into the city's morning rhythm. School children, shopkeepers, and sunbathing cats. The city feels alive, every corner buzzing with stories. The flavors linger, warm bread, earthy za'atar, sharp coffee. Each bite and sip is a reminder of where I am. This breakfast costs next to nothing but delivers everything. It's a small luxury, a daily celebration. It fills your stomach and connects you to daily Beirut life. Here, strangers become neighbors over shared bread and laughter. The most profound cultural experiences are often the most common ones. In these moments, you feel the heartbeat of the city. Here, breakfast is a piece of Lebanese soul. It's tradition, comfort, and community, all on a plate. The day is just beginning and already I'm part of the city. The streets pulse with new energy. Onward with a full heart and a few dollars lighter. I carry the taste of Beirut with me. The city is awake and so am I. Let's keep moving, there's so much more to discover. Mid-morning means a trip to Souk El Tayeb, a market that's more movement than marketplace. Here, Lebanon's food heritage is alive. Fresh herbs, aged cheeses, sweet preserves. The stalls overflow with sun-dried tomatoes, olives, and pyramids of spices. I taste as I wander, sharp Shanklish cheese, tart sumac, fragrant orange blossom water. Every purchase is a conversation, every bite a story. $10 spent, 37 remaining. I leave with spices, cheese, and fig jam, but more importantly, a deeper understanding of Lebanon's land and people. Souk El Tayeb preserves traditions and connects you to the true guardians of Lebanese cuisine. This isn't anonymous shopping, it's human, vibrant, and essential. The market is a feast for the senses and the spirit. Here the $50 budget feels like a fortune. The heart of Lebanon beats strongest in its markets. On to the next taste. Noon brings a new hunger, time for falafel. In Burj Hammoud, I find a tiny shop with a line of locals and a master at the fryer. He shapes green-hued falafel, drops them into oil, and the aroma of cumin and coriander fills the air. The sandwich-warm pita, creamy tahini, crispy falafel, pickled turnips, parsley, tomatoes, mint. It's a symphony of textures and tastes. Crunchy, soft, creamy, fresh, savory. For $3 I get a meal that's pure street food perfection. $13 spent, $34 remaining. I eat on a stoop surrounded by students and workers, everyone sharing the same simple pleasure. This is food for the people, by the people. The first bite is a revelation, crispy outside, fluffy inside, bursting with herbs. Street food here is democratic, delicious, and unforgettable. Sometimes the best meals are the simplest. Lunch in Beirut, cheap, filling, and full of life. The journey continues, one bite at a time. Next stop, the city's beating heart. Let's walk it off. Afternoon is for walking, digesting food and experience. I wander Hamra Street, once the Middle East cultural hub, now a blend of old cinemas, bookstores, and modern energy. At a family-run juice stand, I grab a fresh carrot orange juice for a couple of dollars. 15 spent, 32 left. Students rush by, the city's future in motion. From Hamra, I stroll to the Corniche, Beirut's seaside promenade. The Mediterranean stretches out, families stroll, fishermen cast lines, old men play backgammon. The Corniche is where Beirut comes to breathe, a public space for everyone. The iconic pigeon rocks stand in the distance, silent witnesses to history. Here the city's pulse slows, the sea air cleanses the mind. The best things in travel are often free. The sun dips, painting the sky orange and pink. It's a moment of pure beauty in a city that's seen so much. Sometimes all you need is a view and a breeze. Evening falls, time for something sweet. No Beirut journey is complete without dessert. I visit a traditional patisserie. Displays of baklava, knefa, and ashta tempt from behind glass. The air is thick with rosewater and toasted pistachios. I order a plate of mixed baklava and ashta, drizzled with honey. The baklava is perfectly balanced, crunchy, nutty, not too sweet. The ashta is creamy and fragrant, a delicate counterpoint. Each bite is a small explosion of flavor and texture. For a few dollars, it's an affordable luxury. A sweet pause in the day. Families come in, buying boxes for gatherings, a tradition of sharing. Dessert here is a cultural ritual, not just a craving. The $50 budget still holds strong, with room for joy. Time for one last ritual, arak by the sea. As the sun sets, it's time for arak, the anise-flavored spirit of Lebanon. At a simple cafe on the Corniche, I order a glass. The waiter demonstrates arak water, then ice. The liquid turns milky white. The licorice aroma fills the air. I sip slowly, letting the sea breeze wash over me. This is a drink for conversation and reflection. A retired teacher at the next table strikes up a chat, stories of old Beirut, resilience, and hope. This is the real value of the journey connection, not just consumption. The arak, just a few dollars, opens a door to understanding. Travel is about people, their stories, their warmth. The city lights flicker on as the sun disappears. The day's flavors and faces linger. Sometimes a simple drink is the perfect ending. The night is young, but the journey is almost done. One last meal awaits. Let's savor it. Beirut isn't finished with me yet. The day ends with dinner in Mar Mikhail, a neighborhood of hidden gems. I find a small eatery specializing in grilled meats, shish taouk and kafta. The aroma of charred meat and garlic fills the air. I order a skewer of chicken and one of kafta, served with warm pita, garlic sauce, and grilled vegetables. This is food to eat with your hands. Bold, smoky, deeply satisfying. The meal costs about $10, a king's feast on a shoestring. The restaurant buzzes with laughter and life. Every bite grounds me in the city's soul. The day has been a whirlwind of tastes and stories. I finish my meal content, grateful and amazed at how far $50 can go. Beirut's generosity is unmatched. The journey is complete, but the memories will linger. So, what does $50 get you in Beirut? The answer might surprise you, far more than you'd expect. It's not just about the food, it's about the experience, the people, and the stories you collect along the way. It buys a day packed with flavor, history, and connection. From your first sip of strong Lebanese coffee in the morning to the last bite of perfectly grilled meat at night, with bustling markets and vibrant street life in between. This wasn't just about cheap travel. It was about seeing a city through its food and people, discovering the heart of Beirut in every shared meal and every friendly conversation. The best meals aren't in fancy restaurants, but in humble bakeries, crowded falafel shops, and smoky grill joints where locals gather and stories are exchanged. Beirut asks a lot, but gives back even more. Warmth, generosity, and lessons in resilience that stay with you long after you leave. Beauty here is found in unexpected places. A shared meal, a spontaneous conversation, or a simple act of kindness from a stranger. Even a walk by the sea becomes a memory, as the sun sets over the corniche and the city glows with life. Once Beirut gets a hold of you, it never lets go. Its spirit lingers, calling you back. You carry its flavors and spirit long after you leave, so go. Walk the streets, talk to people, eat everything, and let the city's energy fill you. Let Beirut surprise and move you. Let it challenge your expectations and open your heart. If this journey sparked your curiosity, share it. Tell a friend, keep the conversation going, and inspire others to explore. The world is big and complicated. The best way to understand it is to taste it, to sit at a table with strangers and leave as friends. Support the people who keep these traditions alive. It matters now more than ever. $50, one city, a lifetime of memories, each one richer than the last. This is Beirut, raw, resilient, and unforgettable, a city that leaves its mark on your soul. Until next time, keep exploring, keep tasting, and keep your heart open to the world.